the council for maybe, I'm not sure, 4 or 5 years, somewhere around there. But I'd like to welcome you to our fall conference for 2021. Just a couple things I'd like to say is that we've all faced this challenge in spite of the challenges we've faced in the last year and a half. We have come out of this, or we're coming out of this thriving. The South Bay Literacy Council has, we don't like change. Nobody likes change. There was lots of uncertainty. Were we even relevant? I mean, I think there were conversations a lot of us had. Is this even possible? Can we continue to serve our community the way we have in the past? And the answer is a really big resounding yes. We've been super successful in my view anyway. I think we really are thriving thanks to all the tutors who have been so creative and have embraced change, have embraced their students. And I think it's a great time for the South Bay Literacy Council. We're eagerly looking to get in person, back to in-person classes, back to new in-person places, back to getting out in our community and doing some of the events that we have done in the past. That being said, we are continuing with our online virtual Zoom presence. We have many tutors we have a number of scenarios that are only going to work online. In my particular case, I have 3 students, Japanese students. 2 live in Torrance, 1 has relocated to Texas, and she just is desperate to stay in our group. So it's working perfectly. And that being said, I would like to thank everybody for being creative and dedicated and passionate about their students. And we'd like to kind of ask everybody to say a little bit about themselves very briefly, maybe 2-3 minutes at the most. Tell us, how are you doing? How have you made it through this this unusual time that we've been living in, and how do you feel about going forward with your students or whatever your position is with us? And shall we start with, how about if we start with Maureen, because she's on my left over here. Maureen, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Maureen, we can't hear you, Maureen. We can't hear you.
There we go. Oh, you're on mute, Maureen.
Maureen, you have to unmute.
This happens a lot with her computer.
Okay, let's go on to Charles. How about you? Tell us, because Maureen's talking, but nobody can hear her.
Well, my name is Charles Krause. I'm fairly new. I finished my tutor training in, I believe, early July. And I have to say that I was impressed because when I originally expressed interest, I didn't know that ESL was the big demand right now. And Kim did a great job of convincing me that I could teach students in other languages that I didn't know. Now, that one actually surprised me a lot. It's been a very fulfilling thing to do here. I'm retired from the library, and this seems like a natural extension of that. And right now, we got an opportunity with Toberman Neighborhood Center. And so I have been kind of spearheading that partnership to see how we can get more in-person classes going and how we can get more students referred from Toberman Center that could use our services.
And we're going to hear more from Charles about that in just a little bit. Leslie Criswell, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got to the council?
Oh, goodness, a long time ago. A long time ago. How did I get there? I can't remember. I think when I retired, I think this was one of the organizations I contacted first. I love reading. And so helping teach people to read, felt perfectly natural. I'm teaching high school now. I didn't mean to do that, but I ended up there. But I think this is my last semester. I think I'm about to say goodbye to that. And it's all good. But I always keep you guys on my radar screen because I've always been meaning to come back and help out. So I'm back.
Great. Lainey, how about tell us a little bit about yourself, but how you've been doing?
I'm doing good. I came to the council after I retired from the Air Force in 2000, and I've been pretty much with you all since then, doing just about, I think I've touched just about everything that the council does. Right now I'm doing, I watch volunteers and students from the very beginning to the very end. And it's all online. I live in North Carolina now, loving that. And things are good. Thank you.
Great. Karol McQueary, tell us about yourself, how things are going for you. You're muted.
There we go.
There we go.
Things are good. I've been with the council for about 10 years. I also looked for volunteer things to do after I retired from education. And I fairly recently just got a new student. So I've been working online with a woman from Colombia, and it's been great fun. I also just do the information meetings and an occasional opportunity to speak somewhere, and that's been very nice. So I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving the things that I've learned with how all of this has changed.
Okay, Jack, good to see you.
Hello, Lynn. Hello, everyone. I'm Jack Condon. I've been with the council about 15 years, originally doing ESL at Wilmington, and currently doing literacy with Reading Horizons Elevate, and also participating in the mentor program for the new tutors, a couple of whom I've been in touch with. And both one is already started and the other is just asking for some ability to observe an experienced tutor who is in action. So I've tried to arrange for that. I think the pandemic has brought up our being online, and it seems to be opening up new horizons that we never had before. I think maybe one of the things that would allow us to utilize it more would be more capability on the part of the tutors, such as myself. Many younger people are very facile with computers, but I think there's still a need for the senior tutors, for other tutors to know how to connect, how to display lessons that we want to show online. So I'm very happy with how well we're doing despite the pandemic.
Yeah, it's great. David, how are you doing? We need to unmute, please.
I didn't want to unmute. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, my name is David. I've been with the council for lots of years, mostly doing ESL. I intended to start with the literacy program, just wasn't available at the time. So I did ESL, been doing that for many years. We continued right through the pandemic. Really, we started with Zoom about 2 weeks after the shutdown, government shutdown, and continued ever since. I've got students here and in Japan.
That's
I
awesome.
have a class today in the afternoon for my Japanese students. Also have a number of LES students, so I haven't been able to get back really on schedule with them for a variety of reasons, but I hope to soon. That's it, I guess.
Okay, Sheila.
They say the most used words since the pandemic are "you're muted."
Unmute.
Yeah. I am a retired social worker, and I've been with the program almost a year now, and I've gotten involved in the Tutors Talk and the mentoring program, and we will talk more about that in a little bit. And I originally, like David, wanted to start with LES, and there wasn't anyone available, so Lainey talked me into doing ESL, and I'm loving it.
Great. Christine Esperanza, Christine.
Hi, I'm
Hi, I'm not actively with the council at the moment, but I have tutored LES in the past for quite a while, and I helped coordinate the program for a while. And I'm just here to kind of get in a feel for things today. Thank you.
Great. Deborah King. Deborah, you need to unmute, please. Deborah, can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Okay. Let's see, I work with one student since 2016 in the LES program. And we started at the pandemic. We went on to FaceTime. We did our lessons that way. Then we moved to Zoom. And we've been doing that for a year and a half. And I know he's looking forward to, hopefully the library tutoring rooms will be open and we can get back to in person, but it is working.
Great. Jim Kelly.
Hi, my name is Jim. I've been with the council, I guess, about 3 years. I did the YMCA when we were doing in person. And since then, I have 2 classes on Zoom. Each class has about 4 students. Half are from Japan, half are from Korea. And it's going really well. We recently had our first in-person meeting at Starbucks in Golden Cove. And I got to meet a couple of the students in person for the first time. So I'm very happy with the way things are going.
Great. Brian.
Hi, I've been tutoring ESL students for about 3 years also. And let's see, right now we've been doing Zoom. I used to tutor at the YMCA and also Torrance Library, and we've been doing Zoom. I have 14 students now. 3 are in Japan. The rest are here.
Great. Sutina, you're up next.
Morning. I joined the council in March 2021, I think. So it's been about 6 months. I don't know, pandemic time. But I've been mostly helping Karol with the information meetings.
Cool. Christine Campbell.
Hi, I'm Christine, and Mary and Donahue got me going here. I don't know how many years ago, 5, 6 years ago. I did not teach during the pandemic. I really like being with the people I'm tutoring, you know, and going places with them and whatnot. So I'm hoping to work at Toberman. I'm kind of changing from Torrance to the Toberman, you know, the San Pedro area in my activities. So I'm really welcoming that opportunity.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. Jocelyn, how about you? Tell us about it.
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Jocelyn Wright Clausell. Just got married, so got to get used to the last name. I took a class at Cal State Dominguez Hills under Sharon Martin for grant writing, and it's always been an interest of mine. So, of course, we worked on, we used South Bay Council as a kind of like a demo, I guess you should say. So I was just quite interested. I wanted to find out more about the program. Currently, I am an independent contractor. I represent Uniball Pens and Avery Labels, and I train all of the Staples and Office Depot account reps.
Oh,
So yeah, just here to find out a little bit more about the program and in general, grant writing overall.
okay. Mary Nell, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Mary Nell. I have been aware of this group for a few years through some friends that I know or people that I know that have also tutored. And during the pandemic, I thought I was retired. And so I inquired and wanted to get involved at that time, but I'm back at work now. So what I want to do is I just completed the training, which was excellent with Kim. I'm a little hesitant to take on a student at this point because of my work schedule. And so I'm going to see if I can help in the back office. I think I'm meeting with Maureen this week to see how I can assist with that. So that's me.
Great. Jean.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Jeannie Ringel. I'm brand new to the council. I'm scheduled to start training at the end of this month. And I came to it on the add-on next door and went to the information meeting that Karol led and wanted to get involved. I have taught a range of different classes, mostly at the college and graduate level in economics, math, and public policy. So wanted to use some of my skills in another way and help people out.
Well, welcome. Aaron, you're up next.
All right. So Aaron Wyckoff, I'm here in the office today, and I received the Zoom camera. So thanks, Maureen, for sending that over. And I'm going to be testing both Zoom and CASAS remotely. So I'll be talking later about CASAS and that program for testing and assessment. I've been with the council for a year. So I just realized this week actually that I owe dues. And if I don't pay my dues, Laney's going to send 2 goons to wreck my kneecaps. So, so I better pay up. But I'm here 4 days a week from 1 to 4:30. If anyone wants to drop in, grab some books for your students, or if you want to do some test remote applications, or if you want to get tech savvy, I've got a list, which I'll drop in the chat, of resources which are available. And I also set up a Google Drive where you can go and find resources. And then I do some web stuff too. So if you guys have an idea for an article or something that might draw in some web traffic, just shoot it to me and I'll put it up on the website.
Okay, great. Ileana.
Good morning. I've been with the council for a long time. This last year, I didn't have a student. I'm happy to say I finally got one this week. And there's a possibility I have a student next week. So I'll have 2 students independently, meeting 1-to-1. My goal is to, I have a theory of my own. I never read it anywhere else. It's my own. And I love reading. And I do believe 95% of the world problems is because we don't communicate well. We miscommunicate. That's my theory. On the other hand, I would love to learn how to do Zoom so I can do more people with my time. So that would be a goal of mine for this year. I love everybody. I can do large groups. I helped Jack one time because he had to do something in a large group in Wilmington, I think it was. Yeah, this last year I did not have a student, and I love being with the group. Everybody is so wise. And just to let you know, today I had to leave a little early, and I'm sorry, I'll leave at 11:30, but thank you for having me.
Oh, very good. Marianne. We need you to unmute, Marianne.
Okay, I'm Marianne Donahue, and I've been with the council since I retired in the early 2000s. I started out in ESL and just really loved doing it, and then had an idea that I might LES and tried that, and was the vice president for LES and and also had several students. During COVID, I didn't have a student because my student did not want to be online. And I did evaluations for LES online and began doing evaluations for oral evaluations for ESL students for Laney. Now my student is back in the office again and he's very happy and I'm happy. And we're tutoring twice a week.
Great.
So that's where we are.
Kim.
Hi, I'm Kim Andrade. I am currently VP of training. I do ESL training. I've been with the council since 1993, quite a while. And I started out with ESL and got into training about a year after that. I love it. And with the pandemic, it really forced me as a trainer I had to totally redo the training. We had previously done about 15 hours of training in person. We've been doing that for years, and we had to pivot to doing Zoom training and just 4 hours. So we had to condense the training down. And but I think it's gone well. I've heard good feedback. As far as the pandemic, one of the things that has been a wonderful opportunity is one of the reasons I love doing the tutoring is the quality of the tutors and the volunteers that we get. I love meeting them and hearing their stories. And with the pandemic, since we're doing online training now, that's opened up the opportunities to some people outside of the South Bay area. So we've actually got an even broader range of really wonderful tutors coming to us. So that's been exciting. So, so even after the pandemic, I'm thinking of continuing doing online tutoring because of the, I think, opportunities that it gives us to be open to more tutors from different areas.
Great. Dawn. Unmute, please. Can you unmute? No. All right, so we'll move on to Rob.
Hi there, my name is Rob Callender. I've been with the organization since January or February. I am Vice President of Marketing and Strategic Plan, and I have been working on things like getting our messaging tailored for its purpose. So, you know, in addition to, do we want to attract tutors? Do we want to attract students? Do we want to attract ESL students or LES students? Do we want to attract students who are you know, rationally driven, so advancement and paychecks? Or do we want to attract students who are community focused? Excuse me. And so we've had a lot of success with that recently. Sorry, I have a bit of a catch in my throat. But we've had some success with that recently. Our students enrollment has gone up 20% in the last 4 months. And I'm going to surrender the floor until I get this under control.
Okay, Nicole.
Hello, I'll hop on video, but I'm also suffering from allergies. So I'm waiting on my Claritin to kick in. So I'm sparing everybody that visual. You can probably see my eyes are super puffy. But I've been with the council about 1.5 years now, I think. I took over as a treasurer officially in April when we started our new fiscal year. I work full-time as a public accountant. So I'm just holding down all things kind of finance, treasury. So it's been fun.
Great. Dawn, I'm going to come back to you. Do you think you can unmute, or are you still having an issue over there? Okay, Maureen, I'm going to go back to you. We didn't hear you the first time.
See if I can. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
I'm Maureen Furity. I'm currently the VP of Admin and I've been with the council since 2012. I'm a previous Cal tutor, but since COVID came upon us in March of last year, haven't been tutoring, but still quite involved with the council with administrative duties, helping in any area that needs help, helping especially with Lainey in everything administrative, and with Rob in the marketing area, and just making sure that everything hopefully is running smoothly so that we can continue our success into the future. We have some campaigns that are going to be coming up, and I'll later on let you know what's in store on the calendar for the council between now and the end of the year and the first quarter of 2022. Glad to see everybody here.